It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Bills and the Cowboys, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 8 carries, 72 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd down and a yard. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Man, open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 113 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Prescott. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Prescott. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
From the 35, here's second down and 3. Allen going to change this at the line. Allen looks to throw on second down. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Bass on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. On 1st and 10, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Going right back to Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. 1st down, Prescott. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, Dallas.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Allen. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Bills got a terrific first half from the man on the cover, quarterback Josh Allen. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The kick by Bass is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Now, I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Pollard will take it up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. The play fake, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jake Ferguson, 74 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense back out and ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now Allen. And got his man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This is 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 34 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First down, Cowboys.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And brought down there by Taylor Rapp.
49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Pollard going to try the right side. Down to about the 37.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go out extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott yet again. Escaping the pressure right. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. And they'll begin by running the option. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people step.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That's interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, look at the juke. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Bills, their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, their playoff